Hello and welcome back to our walkthrough time. This is a bonus episode that we're going to be doing during the week. We're going to be making some Victorian style bread. So this is the flour that we got from Dunster Mill, if you remember that one. So we've got the original J. Sainsbury's butter. Unfortunately, we couldn't find any original honey. We got a little bit of salt. We got some original yeast there. Some oil. And yeah. Right, so it's going to run through the ingredients. So we're going to use 500 flour, a whole wheat flour. We got to use one of them, one sachet, teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of clear honey. So first things first, we're going to start by tipping the flour in there. So we're going to open it up. You're going to move, actually, you're not going to make it easier if we move it right there. And we're using it for display purposes. So how much do we, so we're going to need 500 grams, which is in between those two. So it's going to be easier to turn it around. Oh God, this is heavy. Yeah, that's not right. Right, so that's the flour done. So it should be looking something like that now. Okay. So, then we get our yeast. Right then. So we're just going to pour this in quite nicely. Make sure you get the right thing. And it's 1 whole sachet of yeast. Like such as lovely, delicious microorganisms. There's also the way you make alcohol if you're interested. You use yeast, specifically beer or wine. But there we go. Right. So then we're going to want salt, which we need 1 teaspoon. So that's this. This is a teaspoon, the one that you mix your tea with. And we're going to open that up to the big thing. 1 teaspoon. Very salty bread. There we go. Plop that in there just like that. Right, then we just mix together like this. Lovely microorganisms, salt and flour with minerals. They said at the thing, because maybe some bits of the milling stone got in there. Right, that should probably do with that. Right, now you're going to want to grab your hot water. You want it about hand warm. You're just going to pour that in like such as, and that's to activate the yeast and make it all nice and airy. And then you're going to want to put your oil in with that. Oops. And the oil is 2 tablespoons, except these are dessert spoons, so we're going to put twice as much in. Oh, I didn't actually, I'm saying that. Probably just 2 like that. Will be just fine. Yeah, that will probably be fine. Let's laugh that a bit off. And then the honey, which is here, we want to put 1 tablespoon of that in. Like such as. and then we stir till dry. Get that off the end there. And get that. Oh yes, that smells delightful. And then you'll stir that whole keeping things. Well, just squeeze that in. And you'll make that into a soft dough like this. Right then, so once you've got it into a nice kind of ish like this, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a plate. Make sure you haven't got too much on your hands, but you're going to want to get a plate like such as. This is that way. You're going to want to get a plate like this. And you're just going to plonk it down there. Make sure you get as much of it as you can. Any flour that you've left in the bottom of it, make sure you get it all out. Right. Now you want to knead it until it feels no longer sticky. So this could take up to 5 minutes. So I'm going to show you a little bit on how to do it, and then we're going to skip and yeah. Right, welcome back. You should have something that looks like this. It's not too sticky. It isn't, too dry though. If yours is still feeling a bit sticky and you've been kneading for 10 minutes, add a bit more flour. Probably after 5 minutes, you should probably add some more flour. But this is what it should be looking like if you've used whole wheat. If you're going for a white bread, then it should look a little bit whiter, but it should look something like this. So, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your bread tin, and you're going to want to get one of these, wet paper, well not a wet paper towel, dry paper towel, but you're going to make it wet with some oil. So you're just going to put a wee bit of oil in there because you don't want to fry the bread. And you're basically just going to rub it around until you get all of the areas like that. Don't dry it out though, just make it greasy and oily so that you can remove the bread quite easily. Right, so you just want to quickly go around the edge here because the bread will come out over the top. So, like I'll put a cartoon picture and emoji of bread up. There you go, and that's what it'll look like. Right, you then want to evenly press the bread dough around the tin because it will rise quite a lot. So it won't like fill up the tin completely. It does say on the recipe use a 900 gram. This is only a 500 gram bread tin, but it shouldn't, looking at it, need that. But we'll just hope it doesn't come out too much, but it should keep its shape relatively. If you want it to look like the baker's, you've got to make sure it's flat as possible. So going in there with eye level, making sure that it's evenly spread, so I need a little bit more there. Right, that should do. Okay, so then you're going to want to put it in somewhere hot, well not too hot, an airing cupboard or somewhere like that so it can sweat a bit. And you're going to want to get a damp paper towel, so let me just go make this damp. Right, so you're going to want to fold it in or whatever just to make it the right size. I'm just going to simply dunk it over like that, and we're going to take it up to the airing cupboard. So you're just going to want to put it in your airing cupboard or somewhere hot like that, maybe near a fireplace, just above the boiler, like that, and then you're all done. Let's go. Right, we've just got it out the airing cupboard, so it's nice and risen. So prepare for the grand reveal. Da 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 da. Right. So now what you're going to want to do is make several slits in it, or just slashes. So that, 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 and that should probably do. Okay. And then what you're going to want to do is you want to put it in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes until it's risen and golden. But luckily, here's one I made earlier. Just kidding. I'll see you once it's done. And there we go, guys. A lovely loaf of bread. So, I hope you enjoyed today's video. This was a little bonus episode for a walkthrough time. I hope to see you tomorrow, where we're going to be making a red velvet cake. And then once again, I'll see you again on Sunday to be back to our regularly scheduled visit to a location. So I hope to see you there. Bye for now.